Students in the Sioux City Community School District are back in class tomorrow, and they'll face some changes from book bans to gender identification that were mandated by the education reform law passed by lawmakers last spring. KTIV's Clayton Anderson sat down with Superintendent Dr. Rod Earlywine to find out what those changes will mean in Sioux City.
One of the biggest changes under the education reform law is a ban on books in school libraries that depict or describe sex acts. Books must be age appropriate. The process to approve those books will be handled by the district's Curriculum Instruction Assessment Division. Iowa's public schools have until January 1st to fully comply, but educators still have questions.
Yeah, age appropriate, and again, what does that exactly mean? So we're struggling. I think schools across the state are struggling with that a little bit. It would be better, I think, if it came down from the Department of Education.
Additionally, the education reform law requires schools to inform parents when a student asks to be referred to as a different name than the one on the school roster. If that happens, the student's teacher will contact the building principal, who will reach out to the child's parents to confirm a name change.
But we try to get out in front of that a little bit by getting some communication out to parents, just saying, hey, this is a new law. If you would like your child, addressed by a different name, please let us know.
This is the first year the interim tag is not attached to Earlywine's title. He hopes that the school district makes strides in education standards and goes back to the basics and hits on math, reading, and writing. In Sioux City, Clayton Anderson, KTIV News 4.